Where in the world is Peter Rosenberg?
Peter Rosenberg is on the frigid streets of, less frigid streets of New York City, but tomorrow I will be on the less frigid streets of Montgomery County as I'm coming home for a day or two.
All right. What's going on at home? Bringing the fam?
Yeah, we've been trying to come for a minute, and then we've just been getting banged with like one sickness after another, the full rotation around the house. Someone's always got something. But my niece and nephew, they're seniors at BCC. They just turned 18.
Wow.
So we're coming to celebrate their 18th birthday.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Cool.
Go Barons. You have a lot of jobs, do a lot of things. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but the NFLPA has been coming out with these report cards for the last few, I'd say like the last 4 or 5 years, where players get to say how they feel like they're treated at the team facilities. And
the report card. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, an arbitrator just ruled that those violate the CBA between the league and the Players Association, and that they can no longer be made public. I'm just curious if you have the same amount of shock that we do, that somehow the thing that was embarrassing to NFL owners is now going away.
Yeah, it's shocking. When in this country do the rich and powerful just get to call whatever shots they possibly want? I mean, it's utterly shocking. No, I'm not surprised, but it's disappointing because for the players, I think it gave them the opportunity to have some layer of protection from teams that just do bad business. And, people who tend to side with management and tend to side with corporate will think, these people don't have anything to complain about anyway. They're rich, but that's nonsense. Every work situation is specific to the world in which you're in. And I thought that this, having these report cards created some level of accountability. Like you guys I remember hearing you guys break down the awful Snyder report cards.
Yeah.
And, it led to changes facility-wise, training-wise. It makes a difference. So, disappointing, not surprising.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, you can't put out bad stuff about us. But when they get bad information on the players, public quickly. They make sure they have the reporters report on certain things, because if they don't want to play, they try to make the other teams not want them.
Jay's looking at each other.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, it's almost as if the rich get to do whatever they want.
I wonder specifically, when Josh Harris took over this team a year into his ownership, they got the bad report card. He said, "I'm not an F- guy," and they made significant overhauled changes to the facility in Ashburn. Over the last 2 years, the team this has been most embarrassing for is Woody Johnson and the New York Jets.
Yep.
Part of me wonders and Woody Johnson's super rich and super powerful, how much he pushed to get these things thrown away.
Well, yeah, that's definitely going to be the starting point on my radio show, I'm guessing today, is going to be getting into the Woody Johnson speculation of it all. I often joke with Jets fans that they have a terrible situation with Woody Johnson because he is almost as bad an owner, if not worse, as Dan Snyder, but he's not bad enough as a person to get kicked out of the league. So they are doomed. You know what I mean? We actually lucked out in Washington that Snyder was so bad on a personal and human level that he created so many enemies and did so many deplorable things that it was enough for the owners, the other 31 owners and the powers that be, to say, we got to move on here. I don't think that that's Woody, right? I think he's just a terrible owner and dumb, selfish, typical sort of owner. But I don't think there's enough to get rid of him. And this will just be another one of those checks of Woody Johnson sucks. But, hey, the owners are probably thanking him. If he played a major part in this, the owners are thanking him, lauding him. It actually makes him more cemented in his ownership in New York.
It's crazy, man. We're talking with our friend Peter Rosenberg here on the Rude Guest Hotline. Rude makes the most reliable HVAC equipment in the DMV. Of course, you can see Peter on his YouTube show every morning, Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg show. You can watch all his WWE work. Listen to him on ESPN New York in the afternoons. I'm curious, Peter, for you guys in New York, with how big of a deal the Knicks are up there, and the Knicks are good. What is the level of excitement up there for the NBA All-Star Game this weekend?
Oh, zero. Zero. I think the same it is everywhere else. I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone's excited for a break, because I think one of the things that makes the Knicks a charming team is they play pretty hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say they're one of the harder playing teams in the league. Now, even if they maybe moved on from Tibbs because he wanted to play too hard, this is still a team that plays hard. And even for the flaws that he has, whether or not he's all the way dialed in or sometimes he's mentally off, Cat is a very scrappy, aggressive player. Jalen Brunson is a scrappy, aggressive player. That's sort of the DNA of the team. So to me, I think people are probably not excited and more looking forward to getting back to basketball. I mean, this is what has happened to the All-Star. It needs to be studied. I mean, the level of looking forward to All-Star weekends. Guys, I would make every effort to go. And this is before I was anybody. This is long before I got to play in the celebrity game. I remember when All-Star came to the then, I believe, MCI Center.
Yeah.
I remember the line at the Cheesecake Factory to this day. I mean, it was lit at All-Star. I went to L.A. for All-Star in the early 2000s. I was just here for All-Star. It was, the whole vibe of it was so dope. And, I really think it's sort of symptomatic of the other problems. And I know this is such a media guy haterish thing to say, but I love the guy. I blame LeBron for so much. I really do. I love him. He's a top 3 player, I think, who's ever played the game. But the softness, the friends with everybody, the we don't go hard here, he really is sort of the embodiment of that, and I think that's where this All-Star is. You remember that All-Star game when Kobe looked at him with disgust because he didn't want to take the last shot.
When Kobe slapped the floor and he passed the ball, I'm not doing this.
I don't want to go one-on-one with you. Kobe felt the obligation to keep the old Jordan Bird magic energy alive. LeBron, to his credit, wanted to go a new direction, but also to the detriment of this league in some ways. It's just missing. The zhuzh is gone.
Well, P, you mentioned that All-Star game in D.C. You brought back some great memories. I'll tell you about them later.
I bet.
1223? Where were you?
I was in a fashion show. And it was like a real fashion show. They don't care where you are when you're buying stage. They just drop.
Oh no! It was. I remember that. What year? What year we talking about? 01?
Yeah, I was in college.
It was fantastic. That's all I can say.
Hell, you might have still been in school. Were you still?
Yeah. I was there till 02, baby.
Yeah. So I mean, it is crazy how much the All-Star game has changed. I can't remember what I was listening to. Russillo, who I really like Ryan Russillo's NBA coverage, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying something in L.A. One of the reasons he thinks LeBron might go do a final year in Cleveland is that in L.A., the Lakers fans out there is still a significant portion, if not the majority, that look at LeBron and are just man, you're not Kobe. And they just are still ride or die for Kobe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know enough Lakers fans to try to judge that. But I find it interesting that LeBron's undoubtedly a great player, one of the all-time great players in the NBA. But whenever he hangs it up, his reputation is not going to touch MJ, Kobe.
It's a great point by Ryan too, as to why he should finish out in Cleveland, because that's the only place he will truly get the love that he deserves. Because I can tell you guys, matter-of-factly, I definitely know enough Los Angelinos to know they love LeBron. He's a reason to go out to the building still. He kind of helped with the mourning of Kobe on some level. But I mean, it's a Kobe town, guys.
Hell yeah.
And it already was. It was already a Kobe town, and then he tragically passed.
Yeah.
You are never touching Kobe. And the only title LeBron won in all this time was the bubble title. So, as much love as he gets there, he fills the building. Everyone's there to dap him up. Denzel and Top Dog and Kendrick, but it's not Kobe. It's just never going to be.